Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are fine at your homes. Today I am going to discuss the features of teaching. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Despite the diversity of roles that teacher must play, teacher instructional responsibilities are most important. Without instruction, there would be no school grew up to serve. However, the mix of other responsibilities that teachers have varies greatly from school to school. It is fair to say that all classroom teachers share a common responsibility for instruction. Of course, every teacher wants to be a good, but what exactly are the qualities that make a good teacher? What are the skills, talents, and characteristics, and can they be taught or learned? Teaching can be quite satisfying for people who do it well. According to William Butler Yeats, education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. There are 9 specific worldwide qualities that are necessary for anyone who wants to teach effectively, whether they want to teach in an elementary school or in a university. If any teacher possesses the following characteristics and qualities, he or she can become a very good teacher with large fan base. These qualities include expert communication skills, superior listening skills, deep knowledge and passion for their subject matter, the ability to build caring relationship with students, friendliness and approachability, excellent preparation and organization skills, strong work ethic, community building skills, high expectations for all. Other features of teaching are good teaching is kindly and sympathetic, good teaching is democratic, good teaching is mature skill. Of course, good teaching is suggestive and stimulating. First of all, I will explain excellent communication skills. If a teacher have excellent communication skill, he or she can convey his knowledge, concepts and ideas very accurately. Excellent communication skills involve verbal, non-verbal and visual, which involve speaking, writing, imagery, body language and the organization of ideas into understandable structure. When a good teacher feels that their students are not understanding concepts, they will often rephrase, illustrate or take another tact entirely. When it becomes apparent that their communication has fallen flat or has not reached or connected to the entire class. A good teacher notices when even one student among many does not understand and makes an effort to communicate individually when necessary. Communication also involves explaining exactly what the assignment and expectations are. When students fully understand what is expected of them, it is much easier for them to deliver. Of course, effective communication only happens when at least two parties are actively involved in the process. Interestingly, excellent communications skills are important not only in the classroom but also in any setting. According to a recent survey by the Pew Research Center, most Americans view communication as the most important skill for long term success to get ahead in the world today. So, by being good communicators, teachers are modeling important lifetime skills by example. The next feature of teaching is superior listening skills. As the Turkish proverb says, if speaking is silver, then listening is gold. Of course, effective communication only happens when at least two parties, teacher and student, are actively involved in the process together. And the only way to know if communication is here is by asking and listening to the answers. So, we can say that great teachers listen hard and then use what they hear to improve the communication. So, in an ideal teaching learning situation, if teacher asks question to their students and carefully listen to what learner have to say, when teacher develop this patient quality in themselves, they start to become great. The next feature of teaching is the ability to develop strong relationship with students. Teachers, especially in public schools, encounter students from every walk of life. Students may come from wealthy families or poor. They may have illness or disabilities, or they may have experienced trauma in their lives. Truly compassionate teachers get to know their students and build relationship with them. Not only is this necessary in finding the best way to approach each student, it's also the best way to prevent disruptive behavioral issues in the classroom. Appreciation for what student may be going through outside of classroom is one of the most important factors in successfully teaching the whole student as opposed to just a number on an attendance sheet. Teaching is both a challenging and rewarding career. Making a real impact on the lives of students and improving their future outcomes through learning is a great opportunity. So, great teachers need to be able to build caring relationship with their students. The next feature of teaching is deep knowledge of and passion for the subject matter. Mastery of the content of his or her subject is a preconditioning for successful teaching. Mastery of the subject content should be completed with mastery of the skill of teaching. This twin mastery will help the teacher to gain control over the class and also gain confidence in himself. Love of a subject matter inspires a person to learn more, dig deeper, and think harder about it. So, passion inspires deeper knowledge. The best teachers are those that clearly love their subject and pass that passion and desire to learn more on their students. So, if the teacher has the command over his subject matter, then every lesson is enriched and every student might be inspired. According to Aristotle, those who know do, those who understand teach. The next feature of teaching is friendliness and approachability. Teacher must develop a friendly environment with their student. Find something positive to say as much as possible or as much as time will allow for. Teacher must set a certain time frame sidewise each day for 3 to 5 students to share. It will help to create friendly, warm and welcome environment. It shows them you care and it provides you with opportunities to learn about what is important about each of your students. Never put down a child for not being able to do something. Take some one-to-one time to support the child. When asking a child to demonstrate or respond to something, be sure that the child is in their comfort zone and always capitalize on these strengths. Showing sensitivity to each of your students is extremely important in protecting their confidence and self-esteem. Next feature of teaching is preparation and organization skills. A good teacher organizes and plans the subject matter in advance. Without proper planning, effective delivery of the lesson is not possible. Great teachers spend endless hours outside of the classroom preparing, designing lessons, learning more, both about their subject matter, specially, and how to teach in generally. Participating in professional development and thinking of fresh and interesting ways to reach the successful teachers structure their days, lessons, and units in a way that fosters maximum understanding and interest. They collaborate with other teachers and attend classes to learn more about their subject matter and how to best convey it. They are available outside of class and they grade papers quickly, writing personal notes to help their student understanding. So Marcel in his book Successful Teaching relate good teaching to good learning. He considers teaching as organization of learning. Organization of learning means giving appropriate learning experiences for which selection of proper methods and desirable content. Henry Adams explains a good teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops. The next feature of teaching is a strong work ethic. Actually, teaching is one of the hardest job there is. And the child cannot be treated like an empty vessel into which any type of information can be poured down. We cannot force the child to learn. He will learn only when he is willing to learn. So the teacher is to make the child willing worker. He is to help the child to learn for himself. He is mere instrument in facilitating learning on the part of the child. A great teacher will do almost anything to help their students. They always make time and they are always willing to help. Next feature of teaching is the ability to build community. A good teacher knows how to establish guidelines and assign roles to enlist every student's help and participation. Every student feels like they are not only accepted by the large group, but that their presence is a necessary ingredient in the classroom's magic. Their classrooms are like little communities where each individual plays a part and feels at home. Next feature of teaching is high expectation for all. A good teacher expects a lot from each student, but those expectations are both challenging and realistic. This does not mean they hold all students to the same high standard, but instead that they know what each student is capable of individually and strive to help each one attain their personal best. Next feature of teaching is good teaching is suggestive. Of course, good teaching is suggestive rather than authoritative. A well-conducted classroom does not live on military spirit. The teacher behaves like a friend and a guide. Suggestions, activities, materials, and modes of response. Suggestion has the effect of provoking considerate response and inviting cooperation. Teaching is stimulating. Stimulation and inspiration are of fundamental importance in teaching. A good teacher will try to stimulate his pupil for work, for otherwise they become passive and disinterested in studies. Without adequate stimulation of pupil activity, no worthwhile learning takes place. Good teaching offers a mature skill. One acquires this skill with the passage of time. Experience also count in maturing the skill of teaching. Good teaching is democratic. The teacher should have due regard for the rights and individuality of the child. Methods of teaching. The subject matter should be selected from this viewpoint. Teacher should never treat one pupil differently than another, either favoring or bullying. A teacher who picks on certain pupil will create a negative learning environment, and that pupil will not wish to attend school or be able to work to their highest strength. So the last one is good teaching is kindly and sympathetic. Being kind is always important, and a kind teacher is especially important. A kind teacher will make a calm, comforting, and enjoyable learning environment in which pupils will enjoy learning and feel safe when they come to school. This will boost their academic achievement as they will want to spend time learning, and the social aspect of the classroom will be better as having a kind role model will encourage the pupil to be kind to one and another. So, what do you think? Explain which is the most important characteristics of a good teacher and why. I will wait your response. Some suggested links.